Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Enjooooyyy, but you can call me Zippy.
You're gone now, will you call me back?
So on my previous video, the one that I did on natural hair meets, it had a lot of people asking me, so what do I do to make my hair grow? So how do I maintain length? So how do I make my hair grow long, or get to a certain length? And all those questions. So why is my hair not growing? So why is this happening? So if plaiting doesn't make my hair grow, then what will make my hair grow? If oils are not helping in making my hair grow, then what are the secrets to natural hair growth? And in this video, as you've seen from the title, I'm going to be telling you guys the secret to natural hair growth. And the more I think about it, the more I realize natural hair growth is a mystery that this one particular video is honestly not going to solve. But stick around, we are going to solve some bit of that mystery. Not all, but some bit of that mystery. If you're new to my channel, hi, feel free to take a look. If you like what you see, subscribe over here. It's free to subscribe. Like this video, share with friends, and that will have done me a very, very big favor. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. First of all, before we start, I want to put it out there that there's a whole big difference between making your hair grow and maintaining the length that you have. So here's the difference. Making your hair grow is a biological process. The process of hair growth, the process of hair coming out of your scalp is a biological process, which is mostly about genetics and your body, how your body is functioning, what you're feeding your body. It's basically an inside out kind of process. What you feed is what comes out. What was it called in computer? What was it? Garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. Exactly. Garbage in, garbage out. So basically what you feed your body, how you feed, what you take in, and all that will directly relate to how your hair grows, how your nails grow, and how healthy you are, basically. So that's a biological process, one that I have no idea how it works. But maintaining length is a whole different thing. It's a whole physical thing, something that you can do, something that has nothing to do with biology or genetics or anything like that. So maintaining length is something that you can do. It's something that you can, it's like exercise. It's something that you have a lot to do with. It's something that you can take care of. It's something that you can also not take care of, and you'll see the results. There's like a lot you can do to maintain your length, and this is the current length that I have. So having said that, in this video we are going to be talking about how to maintain length, and not how to make your hair grow, because how to make your hair grow is really genetics, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's why the rate at which an Asian hair grows is not the length at which an African hair grows, is also not the length at which a white person's hair grows. So in this video we are going to be talking about how to maintain the length that you have, because when you maintain the length that you have, when new hair comes out, when you have new growth, itapata hii yenye iko. So if I have any small new growth, itaongezea kwa hii. Hence my hair will keep on adding and adding and adding until it gets to a point, like to a length where people will be saying, wow, you really have long hair, wow, your hair is so long, and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing to do to maintain hair length is moisturizing. And I can never say this so many times. Moisturizing is one big secret to hair, to hair length, to getting a length that you want. Because when you moisturize your hair in turn does not get dry, and dry is equal to damage, and damage is equal to breaking. So if your hair is not well moisturized, it's definitely going to break, and when your hair breaks, you're not going to get to a length that you want. There's a lot of ways of moisturizing your hair. You can do the LCO method, you can do the LOC method, you can do the LC method, you can do the LO method. There's a lot of ways that you can moisturize your hair and lock in that moisture. Again, if you're not moisturizing your hair properly, your hair is still going to break because you're not doing the right things. It's like eating, but you're not eating healthy. Does that make any sense? You're eating, yes, you're feeding, yes, but you're not eating healthy, so you're not going to be healthy. But if you do it properly, then you're going to see good results. It's just that's exactly what it's like when it comes to hair. If you're not doing the right things, it's not going to, you know, give you good results. So moisturizing is very fundamental to hair length, and knowing how to do it, knowing when to do it, and what products to use is really, really important. So you really have to learn your hair. You have to, you know, be slow with your hair, be patient with your hair, and everything that entails that, so that you get to have that length that you want. Low manipulation is another really, really important thing to be keen on when you want hair length, when you want your hair to be long, when you want a certain, you know, when you want a certain length of hair. And the reason why I say this is because when you do too much to your hair, when you strain your hair too much, when you do a lot more than your hair can handle, it's going to break. So low manipulation is basically doing protective styling, not doing too much, just doing the minimum, bare minimum. On natural hair growth, you are allowed to do the bare minimum. Just do the bare minimum. Wash your hair, moisturize your hair, do either matutas or flat twist, or, you know, something, just something simple, and don't tighten your hair so much. Just let your hair be, you know, just let your hair breathe. Just that style that you're doing, those two matutas that you're doing, make sure that they're not too tight, you know, they can move around and you'll feel comfortable. The minute you feel that your scalp is being pulled, ukishasikia tu your scalp iko pulled, just know that's going to break your hair. That's, you know, you're not doing the bare minimum. The minute you realize that, ooh, that's too tight, not doing the bare minimum, loosen that twist, loosen that 3-strand twist, loosen that flat twist. You know, just do the bare minimum for your hair so that you can see length. Leaving your hair alone. And I know how hard this is, especially when you are, you know, starting your journey. The first year of my natural journey, there's something about it that unataka tu kushinda kwa nywele. You want to see if it's grown. You do twist today, in the next 2 days you're taking them out just to see how your hair is doing. You're looking at the mirror every time. You want to do something. Your hand is always on your hair. You're just doing the most. You're doing the most, and that's not okay. But that's okay, because over time it stops. Over time it ends. For example, I've had these matutas for like almost 5 days now, and I don't even feel like taking them out. In fact, when I think about taking them out, I'm just tired. I keep on postponing it, just, you know, waiting a little longer, giving it some more time, because I just feel tired. I don't want my hands in my hair. But the first few years or months of your natural hair journey, your hand is always in your hair. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to look if it's growing, you want to see the length, you want to measure. God knows how many times I measured my hair length. Like every month I wanted to measure. I had this ruler, this white ruler, the 30 centimeters ruler. Every month I'd measure and I'd be like, ooh, imeme. And you know, I feel like it's okay, because it's a new thing you're starting. It's like a baby, you're growing a baby. And there's like a lot of joy in the small wins, but the more you keep on having it, the more you keep your hands out of it. And that's how it should be. Keep your hands off your hair. Just leave it alone. And I say this remembering that there's a time I was walking to school alone, and then I saw this guy, a homeless guy, and his locks were so long. They were like down here. They were like almost on his butt. And I was like, wow. And I kept asking myself, how comes his hair is like, you know, down there? Why are his locks down there? And obviously see extension, because he's homeless, so he has an extension ya dready, so that's his natural hair. And I was like, wow. What is it that he's doing that most of us are not doing to get our hair that long? And then I realized it's that he's not doing anything to his hair. Obviously he's not doing anything to his hair. First of all, he's not styling his hair. He's just doing the bare minimum. He's actually not even doing the bare minimum. He's doing nothing, literally nothing. And I was like, the more you leave your hair alone, the more length, you know, you maintain, and the longer your hair looks. And that just hit me so hard. And I was like, yeah, just do the bare minimum. In fact, just do what is required of you. If you have any doubt about this, Just walk around. If you see any homeless guy with locks, look at how long his locks are and remind yourself that your hair can be that long, because if his hair is that long and is not doing anything, imagine how yours will grow when you're maintaining it and doing the bare minimum to your hair. Protecting the ends of your hair. So the ends of your hair are like the oldest part of your hair, and that's basic logic, because if your hair is 5 years old, then these ends are literally 5 years old. And when when you're taking care of your hair, when you're moisturizing, when you're protecting and all that kind of stuff, you should pay more attention to your ends. You should be more gentle to your ends, because they are really prone to breakage. They're just there waiting uzishike tu vibaya, shoop, zikatike. And you don't want that, because if your ends break, then your length inapunguka. Kama ulikuwa unatoshana hivi na hii ya juu ikatike, and then unabaki na hii. Do you see where I'm going with this? Protecting the ends of your hair really goes a long way. Avoiding heat. Let me tell you something. My previous hair had like a lot of heat damage, and funny enough, when I was back in high school, I didn't know what heat damage was. But that's okay, because when I was in high school, when everyone was in high school, we used to blow dry our hair before we opened school, so that, and you like blow dry, like una blow dry inaka inalala ndio ikupush hizo 3 months, because otherwise how then are you going to how are you going to maintain your hair? How are you going to be looking when you're in school for 3 months without blow dry and stuff like that? So every 3 months ilikuwa must. Even when you go for half term and come back, ilikuwa must you blow dry. But then it got to a point where I was like, to hell. Because my hair was sweating, so I was like, sasa hizi ni gani? I used to wash my hair. Anyway, that's not the point here. The point is that when you heat your hair like a lot, there's so much that your hair can handle, and then it snaps out. It just snaps. It says, I'm done, not taking it anymore, I'm done. And the only bad thing is that you don't know when your hair will snap. So you've blow dried your hair, you've heat your hair, heat, you've flat ironed it and stuff like that, and then suddenly one day you wake up, boom, you have heat damage. And sadly, heat damage is not reversible. Heat damage ikikuja ni hivyo, there's nothing you can do to reverse it. It's like chemical. Hakuna kitu unaweza fanya to reverse it. So it's done. You're either cutting off, you're either trimming, you're either chopping off and starting a whole new journey. So my previous hair ilikuwa na a lot of heat damage, and there's a time I went to a blow dry, a salon in Kitale town before I went to school, and I went to blow dry my hair, and this lady was like, wow, nywele yako aishikani, like nywele yako imeachana huku hivi nje. And then we were like, yeah, inakuaga tu hivyo. I didn't know that was a bad thing. I didn't know that was a bad thing then, and she also didn't know that was a bad thing. Another reason why I don't like local salons. I would not advise you to go to a local salon. Imagine my hair had hit a lot of heat damage, and she's saying it like it's a compliment, yet it's damage. Once your hair has heat damage, it will break, because the point at which the damaged hair and the natural hair is meeting, that point of transition, that point, it's really weak. Hapo ndo itakatikia. That's why mse yako na kem, nywele huwa inakatika, unaona huku hivi nyuma ama huku mbele imekatika, imebaki nywele natural, because that damaged hair really does break. This right here, this is what I'm talking about when I say heat damage. This is how your hair will look like when it has heat damage. It's all brought by heating your hair, like a lot of heating your hair. So don't heat your hair so much. Maybe just once a year. But if you can stay without doing it, then just stay without doing it. There's no need to do it. If it doesn't, your hair doesn't have to like be sleek at you look good. You can still have your hair afro. You can still have your hair in a big puff, and you still look beautiful. So those are the 5 tips to maintaining hair length. If you have any more, you can add in the comment section down below. If there's something that you feel like I've missed, or something that I've said and you feel like you can say it in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, any concerns about your hair, please feel free to DM me, feel free to text me. If you have my personal number, feel free to text me. I am available for hair questions. I'm always available for hair questions. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope these tips are helpful. I hope now you know the difference between, you know, maintaining hair length and growing out your hair. Growing out your hair is biological. Maintaining the length that has already grown is up to you. So that's it for this video, guys. See you in another video. Bye bye.